I've been able to apply complexity theory, like I've been talking about, the way systems self-organize to produce these holistic phenomena that are greater than the parts. That gets you a fairly good way, at least at a qualitative level, in terms of explaining this. And that's what I've tried to write on. Um, and when you study that, one of the offshoots of that is what's called criticality, self-organizing criticality. This was work of a physicist, Per Bach, where he was interested in things like avalanches. You take a sand pile and drop grains of sand on it. Can you predict the avalanches that are going to happen? How many and how often? And what he very quickly came to was that, while you cannot predict any particular thing, what you can do is get a distribution. And that he began to work on the mathematics, and it's what's called a power law. It's a log-log plot about the frequency and the intensity. And the one we know the most is the Richter scale, for like earthquakes. So it's logarithmic. If you have a 1 on the Richter scale, it's very low frequency and you don't even feel it. If you get a 7 or 8, it's rare, once or twice a year, but it's really phenomenally big. And if the points of the earthquakes all fall on this log-log plot on a straight line, what you learn is that even if you don't know what it is, the same fundamental physical causation is going on. So I'd like to extend that. I've talked with some physicists about this, extending that to synchronicities. That there's a kind of an intensity frequency relationship. That is, I think there are a lot of very low-level synchronicities that happen all the time in our lives. And their affective intensity is not so great. Something like the Black Forest case, those are much rarer. Jung's scarab beetle story, a rare case. So those on this kind of psychic Richter scale, they would be one of the 7s and 8s. And some people would even argue the mind-body relationship was acausal. Nobody's been able to. There's no strict reductive mechanism for mind-body relationships. That's the hard question in consciousness studies, and it remains to date unsolved. And I think something like a synchronistic approach, that is, if you expand that to a complexity argument, and you say the mind is superordinate on the neurophysiology and engagement with the environment, then I think you've got a model.